Disabled people's rights in Malaysia? According to the World Disability Report, more than 1 billion people in the world experience some form of disability. In Malaysia, more than 400,000 people with disabilities are registered, and the Department of Social Welfare. However, since registration, the number could be a lot more than this statistic. A person with disabilities is defined as someone who has a long-term physical, mental, intellectual, or sensory impairments. Disabilities ranged from hearing, eyesight, speech, physical learning, and mental. Employment opportunities and working conditions. People with disabilities often face a variety of challenges and barriers to employment. They may require special work environments, assistive devices, or flexible working hours to accommodate their physical or cognitive disabilities. However, in Malaysia, many businesses are unwilling to provide these supports and resources, making it difficult for people with disabilities to find or keep a job. Additionally, people with disabilities may experience discrimination, bullying, or unfair treatment at work. Therefore, governments and enterprises should take measures to ensure that persons with disabilities can participate equally in the job market and enjoy the same rights and benefits as other workers. Educational opportunities and learning conditions. People with disabilities also face many challenges in education. They may require special learning supports, assistive technology, or personalized teaching methods to meet their learning needs. However, in Malaysia, many schools do not provide adequate resources and support for students with disabilities, resulting in them not receiving equal educational opportunities and learning conditions. In addition, discrimination and bias may exist in some educational institutions, resulting in students with disabilities being treated unfairly. Therefore, governments and schools should take steps to ensure that persons with disabilities have equal access to education and enjoy the same rights and opportunities as other students. Social participation and public services. People with disabilities also face many challenges in social participation and public services. They may not have access to public transport, medical facilities, or other basic services because they are not suitable for their needs. In addition, many social situations may not meet the needs of people with disabilities, resulting in their inability to integrate into society. These issues can cause people with disabilities to feel isolated and excluded, affecting their physical and mental health and quality of life. Therefore, the government and society should take measures to ensure that persons with disabilities can equally participate in social activities and enjoy the same rights and services as other citizens. Healthcare and benefits. In Malaysia, people with disabilities often face inequities in healthcare and welfare benefits. They may not have access to appropriate medical services, medications, or treatments, or face high medical bills. This may result in their inability to maintain good health, affecting their quality of life and social participation. Governments and medical institutions should take proactive steps to ensure that people with disabilities have equal access to health care and benefits, including providing medical facilities, medicines, and treatments adapted to their needs and ensuring the affordability of these services. People with disabilities should have the same rights and treatment as other citizens to ensure they have access to adequate health care and benefits. Legal protection and judicial procedures. In Malaysia, people with disabilities often face limited legal protections and judicial procedures. They may suffer discrimination, abuse, or rights violations, but often have limited access to fair and effective judicial remedies. Governments and judicial institutions should take measures to ensure that persons with disabilities have equal access to legal protection and judicial procedures, including establishing specialized legal frameworks and institutions to protect the rights and interests of persons with disabilities. In addition, relevant laws should clearly prohibit discrimination and abuse against persons with disabilities, and ensure that they can participate equally in judicial proceedings to safeguard their rights and dignity. Persons with disabilities should enjoy the same rights and treatment as other citizens to ensure that they have access to fair and equal legal protection. People with disabilities should participate in the decision-making process, especially decision-making regarding disability policies and services. Disabled people should be empowered to participate in decision-making and safeguard their human rights. In the process of participating in decision-making, they will feel like they have the same status as ordinary people, and in their own policies, their decisions will be more in line with their own interests. The society should enhance the request for disabilities human right. The government should develop educational activities, media promotion, social activities, for enhancing public understanding of people with disabilities to the construction of an inclusive society. On the one hand, it is to enhance the public's attention to people with disabilities, and on the other hand, it reflects the importance that society places on people with disabilities, so that they no longer feel unable to integrate into society and have higher social cohesion, in order to promote the harmonious and long-term development of a society. Disabled persons have the right to enjoy the same social security and elderly care services as the elderly. The social security system should include people with disabilities, provide welfare services that meet their needs, and ensure that they can live a dignified and stable life in old age. Disabled persons should have equal rights to social security. Elderly care services as the elderly. This includes establishing a sound social security system, providing economic support and health care to ensure that people with disabilities can live a dignified and secure life in old age. Society should view people with disabilities from an inclusive perspective, provide them with comprehensive support, and enable them to enjoy the same welfare and social care as other groups. International cooperation and experience sharing contribute to enhancing the global level of disability rights. The government can actively participate in international cooperation mechanisms, share best practices with other countries, learn advanced disability policies and measures, and continuously improve and enhance the level of human rights protection for people with disabilities in the country. Actively participating in international cooperation and sharing experiences is crucial for improving the global level of disability rights. By sharing successful practices and cooperation mechanisms with other countries, we can jointly explore innovative solutions, encourage the international community to pay more attention to and respect the rights of people with disabilities, and promote the establishment of a more just and inclusive global disability protection system. Disabled individuals need to receive psychological health support to cope with potential psychological stress and challenges. Providing mental health services and support is crucial to help people with disabilities overcome mental health issues that may arise due to physical or cognitive differences. This may include providing psychotherapy, support groups, and mental health education. Disabled people also need professional mental health support when facing the psychological pressure and challenges of life. Establishing a sound mental health service system, providing personalized psychological treatment and support, helps them adapt to new living conditions, enhance psychological resilience, better integrate into society, overcome difficulties, and enjoy comprehensive happiness like others. In conclusion, disabled people deserve to have more good treatments. Life is already hard for them. They need the fair human rights so that they can be fair on society and their life. Also, the government in Malaysia is trying hard to help disabled people. They set lots of rules to protect them and give them better life.